You're listening to the What the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is.
Perfect.
AEW. Man, oh man, AEW. What the main event? Jesus Christ.
Surprise, motherfucker.
If you didn't know who Vikingo was, I bet you know now. So, welcome everybody. What's going on? As always, follow me. What the Wrestling on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, and Spotify. Follow your boy. Also, follow me, RJD TV on YouTube, Facebook, RJD TV2 on Twitch, RJ199 on Twitter. Let us not waste any more time. Let's go. Yes. Tis I, RJD here. Welcome to What the Wrestling. My God, the cleaner has returned. AEW has returned. Vikingo is amazing. Holy hell.
Perfect.
We had ourselves a great main event yesterday. We did have a bunch of other stuff that happened, but the main event was the best thing on the show last night. Hit the goddamn like button, everybody. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel to get everything, all things wrestling right here on What Wrestling on YouTube. Now, I gotta talk about this main event first. I mean, we just gonna do it. We're gonna talk about the main event first because we have to, because it's the main event and it was great. Vikingo versus Kenny Omega. So, can't talk about without talking about what happened in the beginning of the show. The Young Bucks were put in an ambulance, and they were put in an ambulance. They were shipped off. Hangman with them. Nakazawa went with them. Don Callis stayed behind with Kenny Omega. Later on in the show, we had Kenny Omega and Don Callis being interviewed backstage, and Kenny Omega was like, "Man, I'm thinking about the Bucks. What's going on? I don't know what's going on. What happened to them?
Surprise, motherfucker.
Who did this? I should have went with them. I'm letting them down." And Don Callis is like, "Listen, man, they'll be fine. Nakazawa went with them. It's cool."
You stupid.
But he was also like, "Listen, man, this might be a good thing. Now it gets time for you to focus and become once again the god of pro wrestling. We need you to focus. And now you got this Vikingo guy tonight. That's good. We need you back in singles. Me and you, buddy, back in singles. The god of pro wrestling is back. That's what we need." And Kenny's like, "Oh, okay, I guess. I don't know. Okay." So all of that happened, and then we get to the main event. Vikingo comes out. There is a portion of the audience who knows him, but of the audience who does not. I am part of the audience who does not. I know he is there through the eye. I know you say something like that. He is AAA champion right now, all of 25 years old. I have it, I mean, in the utmost respectful way. I knew he was a beast, but holy hell, I wasn't ready. I need to get a soundbite. He wasn't ready. Not ready. Listen. What I know is that's all I got to say about this guy. But what I liked, all right, let's talk about, because I'm not going shot in this match. I mean, he started off that jump through the top ropes, hit Kenny Omega twice with 2 dives, beat him down with elbows in the corner. Kenny came, beat him down in the corner, and then they started the match. Ain't even gonna talk about that. That's how they started. Let me talk about some of the crazy shit. This guy, I think I haven't seen this many poison 360 things. What are we doing? What are we doing?
You stupid.
He did a poison Rana 360 hit off, and Kenny landed on his goddamn head from off the top rope. He put Kenny through a table by basically doing a step up 360 flip onto Kenny through a table. I mean, I haven't seen somebody jump the tightrope this much since Rey Fenix. Shout out to him. He's awesome too. Commander was awesome during the ladder match a couple of weeks ago. I mean, shit. These luchadors are... Jesus Christ. All I need to say is...
Damn, Don, where'd you find this?
That's all I have to say about this. This was outrageous. Reverse and Poison Ron. He hit Kenny with he stood in the corner and he did a front flip, land on Kenny, Hurricane Rana, and Kenny landed on his damn head and he flew him halfway across the ring. It feels like he flew him all the way to Mexico. Holy hell. Bruh. yo, I'm like,
nope.
I'm just sitting here like, how? Matter of fact, I gotta hit all the damn sound. I'm sitting here
halfway.
like,
Take a few steps back.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers.
I didn't have the answers for some of the things this guy was doing in the ring. And the great thing about this is Kenny Omega is the perfect freaking opponent because Kenny's selling of the ribs. He came out looking distraught because his friends are in the hospital. So Kenny Omega sold the absolute hell for this guy. I mean, Kenny worked a little slower in the middle of the match to get the heat. This match was phenomenal. The only thing that really, really scared me was that, Jesus Christ, I need to drink some water. The only thing that really scared me was that Hurricane Rana off the top. I don't know if it was a Poison Rana or a Hurricane Rana. That off the top rope where Kenny landed on his damn head, that scared me because I was like, we don't need you going down again for a goddamn neck injury, Kenny. Even I think it was Tony Schiavone. He was looking. He said, Jesus. Like, whoop. He just said, Jesus. That's all he said, Jesus. I was just looking at this thing like, my God. Then both, I think Dave Meltzer said, you took a lot of bumps. You took a lot of bumps for Vikingo. You took a lot of bumps for Vikingo. But Vikingo did his mother effing thing, man. Don DeMarco for this match. And for the people who, and stop the show. For the people talking about, there wasn't a lot of story. There wasn't a lot of build up. You need to build it up. Bro, they gave you video packages of this. On top of the fact, they told you they were supposed to fight years ago. But Kenny hurt and had to take damn near 10 months off because Kenny had like 1,500 injuries trying to knock himself back to health. I don't even know how he did that belt collector thing with all the damn injuries he had. If Kenny Omega felt how he felt 10 years ago, he'd be like the best in the world, if not top 3. Like, this is ridiculous. But this brother They gave you the story about how this brother was so beat. Well, they said that because of that match, he had to take time off. But in reality, is because he like 3, 4, 5 surgeries he had to do to fix 3, 4, 5 issues all over his body. So he got everything done. Now he's back. Vikingo, through the grapevine, you hear that he was having work visa issues, so he couldn't really get over here to work to the States. Now it seems like this was the perfect time for Tony Khan to get this thing done, get Vikingo on here, get everybody squared up, and get the match rolling. So shout out to Tony Khan. We're going to hit him with Don DeMarco for getting it done. Awesome. So I don't want to hear there's no story. He's not with the company, first of all. And second, gave what was supposed to happen. Calm the hell down. God damn. Twitter is like, everybody's angry. Relax. Just enjoy a good wrestling match. Shit. Everybody's so angry on Twitter. All right, I'll get a story. Story. I love a good story too. But they gave you a story at the end of the match because Kenny was being interviewed and the BCC, Blackpool Combat Club, came down there and beat the holy hell out of him. You hear an ambulance sound. You're like, what the hell is this? But the Hangman is doing some cowboy shit. Rides it back like a damn horse, back to the arena, comes down with a pipe, and then you got a 2x4 with nails in it. And then you got Don Callis. The Blackpool Combat Club dips off. They leave. Don Callis grabs his hand, and he's like, wait, get off of me. So he pulls his hand, and Don Callis lets it go, and then he throws himself on the floor. Kenny Omega thinks that he hit Don Callis. And he's like, bro, I didn't hit him. I came for those guys. And Kenny's like, what are you doing? What's wrong with you? He's like, I didn't hit him. I don't want to hit you. I came for them, not you. What? You gotta believe me. So I like the fact that they're furthering the storyline with the Blackpool Combat Club and the Elite, because this looks like blood and guts. This feels like a blood and guts coming. I hope it is. I love the fact that they told the story about the Elite having Hangman's back last week, and now the Hangman has Omega's back, but Don Callis is being a sly little dog, and Don Callis is in the middle of all of this somehow. Why would he do that? Why would Don Callis do that? Maybe he wants Omega all to himself.
Surprise, motherfucker.
It's a thought. We know he's been spinning out Takeshita. So he's been scoping out Takeshita. What if Takeshita is integrated into this somehow? What if Don Callis leaves and forms something with Takeshita, who he's been scouting, and we know he's been scouting? This is the beginning of the end, I think, of Don Callis with the Elite and Omega, and this is the beginning of the reunion between Omega, Hangman, and the Blackpool Combat Club is the wild card. Everybody at the top of the card right now with all of these teams gonna be into maybe with blood guts, maybe with something else. We don't know. We'll see. But this was fantastic. The Blackpool Combat Club, let's talk about them. Hold on, stop show. The Blackpool Combat Club are kicking ass, and they ain't taking no names right now. Holy hell. What is going on with these guys? Coming up tonight after Mox beats Stu, they beat him up in the back. They beat up the Elite in the we believe in the back. They're coming for Hangman because of Mox and Hangman rivalry. The Blackpool Combat Club, they're doing what they want to do right now. They're angry, they're badasses, and they're whooping people up and down the locker room. Bulldog choking the hell out of people. I love it. Could this be something for Blood and Guts? I don't know. I hope so. But I love this. The Blackpool Combat Club, they are kicking everybody's ass right now. If anybody beats if anybody gets the trio title, it'll be these guys. But they should not get them for a while. House of Black needs to be getting a lot of notable wins right now. The Blackpool Combat Club can wait on those trio titles. Right now, they need a good, healthy 6 to 9 month run with the titles. Not the Blackpool Combat Club, the Trios Champions. House of Black. 6 to 9 months minimum. So that is what's going on with the Elite and the top of the card. That is how Rampage, you hear me?
You stupid.
That is how Dynamite ended, and it was fantastic. What else happened on this show? As we run through it real quick, because the show was it was all right, but that main event held it all together. So, but after the ambulance stuff with the Elite, we had the return of Sting, Darby Allin, and Orange Cassidy versus the Butcher, the Blade, and Kip Sabian. Sting gets the win with the Scorpion Death drop to Kip Sabian after 2 sides, one by Darby, one by Darby, and one by Orange Cassidy. Excuse me. So next we had a video package from Vikingo and Kenny. Then we had the Guns versus Top Flight. Now, the Guns won. Okay. They had a commercial break in it, but it's all good. It happens. But the real stuff was after the match. Excuse me. After the match, we had the Guns about to talk they talk. And who do we have?
Surprise, motherfucker.
FTR come out once again. And FTR basically say they want a shot at the tag team titles. The Guns say there is nothing you can do to get a shot. They say, what if we say we'll never fight for them again? He says, there's nothing you can offer us. You get the hell out of here.
Get the fuck out of here!
And the FTR comes back and Dax says, listen, what if I say we'll leave AEW? And he says, aha. Now that might get you a title shot. You've got a deal. They go to shake hands and they spit in FTR's face. Man.
You stupid.
If that was me, it would have been a problem. It would have been like, I would have had to hit him with the Demon Slayer. It would have been like Hadouken! Right out of the ring. You crazy? Somebody spit on you? Man.
Fatality.
That's all.
Get off here!
That's all I'm gonna say. Spitting is bottom of the barrel. Don't let anybody spit on you. But that happened. It was smooth. Then we had Stokely Hathaway versus Hook. And Hook squashed him, killed him, suplexed him onto a rail. He tried to get out of it by saying this is his doctor's note. And Justin Roberts said this is a receipt from McDonald's or something, or a receipt from Chick-fil-A or whatever the hell. So he couldn't get out of it, and Hook beats the hell out of him. Suplexes him onto a guardrail, hits him with the red rum, go to sleep, see you later. And Matt Hardy says, Ethan Page, you are the one to delete Hook and take the championship. So I don't know if Ethan's going to win it. Maybe he does. Ethan Page is a national treasure. He's a hidden gem in AEW. Everything he does well. I don't know if they're going to use him. Time will tell. We'll see. But he's got Hook. Oh, Baby out next, saying that 1 week away from him returning to the ring. And then we had Daniel Garcia out there talking about how he's a big deal. Now he's the best professional, sports entertainer. He's the best sports entertainer in AEW. But you see how he almost said pro wrestler? You see that? You see that? Basically, the crowd, they booed him. And Adam Cole says, It's me and you. And it's going to be a good night for me, good night for the fans, not so much for you. See you next week, pal. So that match was set up. We had Jade Cargill and Smart Markster giving Anya Curry papers so that she can never use Jaded because it's her finishing move, and Valkyrie is jocking it. So let's see what happens with that paperwork later on. Cool. Then we had Mox versus Stu Grayson. The first half of this match, he beat the holy hell out of Stu. The second half of this match, Stu Grayson made a comeback. Good to see Stu Grayson back in AEW first and foremost. But at the end of the day, there was a rear naked choke, and he nearly faded, but he hit him with a cannonball corner. Put Mox on his back. Grayson hit a backflip, but Moxie cut him off in the ropes. Hit an avalanche Death Rider for the win, and that was all she wrote with that. Ricky Starks backstage with Renee Paquette basically said, "Juice, fight me on Rampage." Great, that was awesome. We had a installment of QTV, but we didn't have the TNT champion on here, and it showed how Powerhouse Hobbs beat Rey Fenix last week on Rampage, I believe. But
Surprise, motherfucker.
we didn't have the TNT champion here. So now Powerhouse Hobbs has gotten Penta El Cero Miedo next week. Looking forward to that Rampage. Sorry, not next week. Then we had Tony Storm, Saraya, and Ruby Soho, and out there to fight Sky Blue. Tony Storm gets the win here with the power driver after the hip attack. A hip attack, I think a suplex, and then the power driver, Storm Zero. And she gets the win. They go to spray paint Sky Blue, but Riho comes down along with Willow Nightingale, who love the fact that they're bringing Riho and Willow Nightingale and they're doing this whole thing. I don't know if it's leading to blood and guts. It is, but I love it. And they came down for the save, and Riho had this big old lead pipe. The damn pipe looked like it was taller than her. It was crazy. After that, backstage, they had the doctors with Stu Grayson, and the Blackpool Combat Club came and beat him up again. And then we had our main event. So it was an average Dynamite, but at the same time, the main event made up for it, and they're moving stories along. The whole top of the card right now with the 4 pillars and MJF, that is going well. We had a video package with all of the 4 pillars doing promos. That was fantastic. And then the whole other top of the card with the Elite messing with the Blackpool Combat Club, that's messing with the Hangman Adam Page, that's messing with Don Callis and Takeshita. Where does he fit into all of this? It is really good. Stories are being progressed, going all around. I love it. That was your Dynamite this week. So, with that being said, catch me mañana with more news coming out. As always, hit the like button. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And be safe out there, everybody. I am out. Peace.